This issue of anti-LGBTQ plus, which was passed into law by Parliament somewhere last year, and the then President Kufuor and his NPP blatantly refused to sign. And the topic, as I beto before Parliament, a whole discussion, which we're about to look at in a few. But before that, let me start with this. NDC, TikTokers, any bloggers, Ombo Sam George, almost say Sam George. Ayariga, in fact, many anya hokra. I say, Omo anka, there's a asemono, ebekoso, ashewonmu. 80 yeni kayenti binom. Na fe yenda vidipa.
Hello, Adolfo. Me pamacho mi video, mo fan tag Honorable Sam George. Honorable Sam George, mo fan mi video in tag na mame. Anything. Enche biana yenya nti say wakopie mi wo China. Any TikTok akodi nkomo say emra so say Ghana TikTok say etu omoka. Ena TikTok jitu mu no bedru Ghana. Obaya na watu ensa fret Ghana TikTokers. Aja NDC TikTokers na. Omudi omanim na omanim onyam. Eye adwumaden ye campaign kokodin. Emma ban papa ba ye. Emma ban papa ne be yi no as a communication minister. Emma wono wanya ho faso. Akwa plead on TikTokers behalf no. Waja wo mo egu ho. Rather no ana wa invite MPP. Sana meka no because Kofi Akwesi officials awano. Wa MPP ni. Priest as a priest na ya priest as a priest na. Wo boni di priest where are you priest where are you? Me hu wena wakasa ma NDC da. Okotina UTV etwitwa ball no. Wo se wo ye wunu aba. A wo boni din. Wan hu NDC blogger bi din anya den ammo. NDC from penny for never be wo mo hwe ni ye o. Mo hwe ni ye Honorable Sam George. When so JDM na so wo me kan kyerɛw enkyerɛw de ye. No NSS or Chraw Juma, no Chraw de. The same NDC bloggers here, and then pre-justice for you. I was so West Wagwan saying for MPP time, Omkobu Bo was soon. NDC bloggers, no, a year woman ya. Nanu ya, how I come to dear by ya, Bricuma, no for Sabricumasa, a year how I come to dear by ya. Omo pre-justice for how I come to. Now you're moving your social media. NDC bloggers na wo mu omo na wa twa wo moja no omo gu social media ana na omo pre-justice for Sam George say omo pre-justice ama how comes to there and the justice for Sam George also Sam George also say na wo mfa wo mo nya hwe antwa yi sebeye papa ma wa e say wo to nsafre NDC bloggers no so wo social media no now who told you say wo create funny jokes and make and a content creator. Who told you that? Who told you that? Sekaya MPP are buying and that was so. And MPP Minister of Communication, Aqua stressing into TikTok foka. And come by and coming in, he said, NDC like a Baku Krabisias here. At least who told Safre TikTokers, G one more. E kon kodren a wo mu social media na wo ma ban ba power na wo support ma ban ba power dri wo mo na select bi na fa bi fra to be say wo kire me say wo ma buy wo ma wo bi envelope na because one na wo invite wo mo so obviously wo be mo envelope and try you and this impanyfo ni bi mo hwe bibi ye o and this bloggers na wo mu social media na mo mfa wo mo nya hwe no wo mo na de wo mani mo nyam e kon kodren ma party ni ba power o na yemu bi ni yaye din amna ye ninka so 2028 is just at the corner say ya na MPP baye omo yi omo bloggers emaye anne edo omo opposition ebi na mo ye no when so Sam George oba say wo kire me say enka JDM na say wo me kire wo de ya na JDM oye na sade as a president. And away you as a minister of communication. And you were known as a sabe was sabi nyansa. Extra with ye. NDC brokers now magia and guase or social media. Edu woman nim. And woman nim nyam. Other two social media. Yeah. campaign, I fight it, I support my party number power. Omo dia what chow omoja. Now, Prissy, where are you? Prissy, you are not here. One who NDC blogger be a money thing. Prissy, it's a ben or year campaign man NDC. I know, sir, the whole Ghana TikTok is in a bit your mocha, but at least I fair. Say, I want to suffer TikTok is in Kai NDC TikTok is in. Now, why invite old DM? I mix it. I wonder what is Sam George and Jay Sabeya Papa Mawa to suffer NDC TikTok is in. And yes, sir, they are hurt inside them.
Right. No comment. All right. With the issue of anti-LGBTQ+, Yidika Yinti and Semua, the majority leader, Anidi any Mahama Ayariga, and the two, and I say, you yetin Semua, NPP, Ntim Fordjour, I can't for home. Na Syria, Yakoti Haruna Iddrisu so. Now, I mean, so much Semua me wono, me the Atuamuso.
But you can own it by signing it because the bill is already cooked. Why does it have? Because once you say government will sponsor it, it means it has to start a new life.
No, that is a technicality that we're all discussing because there are some people who are asking. This bill was processed by the 9th Parliament, so the 8th Parliament. It wasn't signed by the President. It wasn't assented to by the President.
Yeah.
Now, the life of that Parliament has expired. The tenure of that President has expired. Is it okay to just go and pick the document and sign it and then it has come into law? There's no provision in our standing orders. There's no specific legislation that gives us guidance. So even I, asked my friend Dominic Ayene that if you have time, look at it and let's discuss it and see what should be the proper procedure. And that is when the idea came that, well, since our party already supports it and the government supports it, the Attorney General, once he becomes Attorney General, can bring the same document back and then we'll pass it through a certificate of urgency. The same day we can start first reading, second reading, referral to committee, consideration stage, no amendment preferred, third reading, vote on the bill, done. Then we'll run to the President by evening and say, Mr. President, you can now provide your assent. No provision will change.
Sure, because...
So, these are the words of Mahama Ayariga, the leader of the NDC majority in Parliament. All right. After yentie Ntim Fordjour from the NPP side, na yengoti Haruna.
Asking NDC government, where is the Human Sexual Rights Bill, which had gone through all the processes and approved? Today, the majority leader is telling us that Speaker is not aware. The clerk is not aware. And the first deputy speaker is saying he's not aware. But he chaired the committee that approved this bill as private members' bill. It was the speaker who approved this same bill and director for gazetting. It was the clerk who wrote the letter accompanying the gazetting. So why is everybody saying they are not aware? Suddenly, this goes clearly to indicate that there seems to be a clear attempt by NDC government to run away from this bill. And we're asking the question, why are they running away from this bill? A bill that they thought was important yesterday must be important today. Even more so, recent developments have heightened the discomfort of Ghanaians. At the time when we began this bill in 2021, we never had two South African gay couples coming to the Independence Square to openly kiss and declare themselves gay couple and declaring independence and freedom, calling out every practitioner of LGBT to show up. We did not see that. But under President Mahama, that has occurred. So we are demanding that that bill must be reintroduced today. An addendum must be raised for it to be brought back. We will not allow NDC government to run away from the bill. It's a bill that is important to all of Ghanaians. We all know the propaganda they put up to this bill, the lies they peddled. But we passed it when we were in government. Why are they running away from passing the bill? We are demanding that the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill be passed now. Be passed now. And not deferred to any other time.
So, clearly, no, these are the words of the opposition, the NPP. These are their words. Say the NDC must not run from the bill, the Family Rights Protection DND bill, anti-LGBTQ plus bill, and the NDC must pass the bill, and they will never allow the NDC to run from the bill. These are the words of Ntim Fordjour. Now, yenti Haruna Iddrisu na menchire madwen.
When I see leaders in front shouting, that's not for leaders to do. If you are a good leader, you must have those who will do that for you. I saw them a while talk about LGBTQ and the Honorable Habib. Interesting times in Ghana. You were in Ghana. Parliament passed the law. Nana Addo Dankwa was in breach of the Constitution. You didn't have the voice. He didn't read Article 106, 106.7.8. Read it. He was in breach. If Parliament gives a bill to the President and he can assent or not assent, the Constitution provides what he should do. Did you do that? Then you allow it to lapse. Then today we are discussing the same matter. I heard the leader talk about there was no administrative error, but there was a constitutional error. The Constitution is elaborate. What do you do? It's not to say that President Akufo-Addo can't disagree with Parliament, but if he disagrees, convey it back to Parliament that I disagree with you and this is my reasoning. I will not do it because of this reason. We should pass it. Or I simply would have ended by saying, why didn't you pass it? But it will be passed. Thank you.
Now, allow me to address this issue in two phases. Yeah. The first phase, is sad, annoying, irritating. Say the same NPP under their watch, the bill was passed in Parliament into law. Na adia aka ne se mampani Akufo-Addo ebe sign. Nanka bill no ababeye recognized law, implementable law. Akufo-Addo eye kokwasa sa an sign, omo ntimi anka kwasem. An se on sign by force. There was a time Alban Bagbin, the speaker, say Akufo-Addo mpo atro se unyai se or transmit bill no to his office. Na bill no onye na dwen se obesign ne assign china. These people were here. The NPP, Ntim Fordjour, they were all here in Ghana when all these things went on. Mampani chire say on sign disrespecting the Constitution. Say Parliament a pass akase mampani be sign. Mampani Akufo-Addo eye se on sign and pounds one sign. Ena bill no. Ene Parliament, the 8th Parliament no ewu. Now we have the 9th Parliament. These same people now have the courage, the mouth to talk, the ears to listen, the eyes to see, mounting pressure on the NDC to sign the same bill that they told Ghanaians in their faces say and sign. Is that not shocking? Is that not annoying, irritating? The same people who looked Ghanaians, 34 million people in their faces and told them say and sign, and pounds so and sign, and they left power. They now have the moral right. Catch the NDC say, I let them pass the bill. Now Mampani Mahama sign. You see, this is the behavior, the character of the NPP. Now let's move on to the second phase. The saddest part in it say, as a nation of 34 million people, it sounds like today we fear. With our tail in between our legs, like a dog. With so much fear. say you be decided on your sexual health, your sexual issue to do with the Ghanaian sexuality. Esan say ya failing as a nation collectively, we fear to decide. Because we fear to incur the anger of our colonial masters. We fear to incur the anger of IMF. We fear to incur the anger of World Bank. We fear to incur the anger of those that we always run to cap in hand. Because over 60-something years collectively we have failed as a nation. That's the saddest part. Now me minim say sa bill we NDC NPP omwa ye omwa dwese omon sign. That's my view. They are scared. Let us admit the fact. Emma ye mfa nkonko ye na we say ai na we na one sign we say sign na we say ai na say say ano na we to me ye sign we say ai na die na so one sign sa obi anye na dwese bill no obe sign ye nka no kranchire ye ho. Listen. Na yenka no kranchire Ghana for say NPP NDC sa bele no obi anye na dwen se obesan me say mampani Mahama anye na dwen se obesan. I can say this on record. That is my singular belief, because me nimpa I know for sure. Listen, yes sad me ra who sad me sa bele we say empo parliament it me passe na se mampani Mahama esanya me bom nsema ma no, because adia ekufado entimi anye o kire Ghana fo nyina se onye se mampani Mahama etimi ya ene na mampani Mahama eye bema eche ekufado bam ene na NDC fo mpanimfo e wo the carry the gust eche NPP mpanimfo bam. I swear to God, because we are all scared. Because bill no omwa efidi yen, they have interest in the bill. The US, the UK, the Western world, those who give us free vaccines, those who give us free contraceptives, those who give us free condoms, those who give us free money and aids and grants, they have interest in the LGBTQ+. In fact, they are the ones who are promoting the LGBTQ+ worldwide, globally. Esan senti Ghanaian leaders are scared to append their signature to decide the fate of 34 million people when it comes to the issues of LGBTQ+. Esan se China for ebo ye bra yenti. Today, the Chinese are not scared to decide on which way they want to go when it comes to their sexuality. Esan se Japan for, North Korea, Russia for boy ye bra yenti. They are not scared. Yet a so-called sovereign nation. Or Maya yen yes inya fa hudie 60-something years ago, we fear, we are so scared, we are shivering. Today, Sam George is quiet. Today, in regards to this same issue, Sam George is quiet now. But somewhere last year or so, Sam George was so vocal on this issue of LGBTQ+. He was all over the place, all over the media, granting interviews on BBC, CNN, talking his mind, say LGBT, no, we are against it. Mampeni Akufo don't sign one. Today, the same Sam George is nowhere to be found when these issues are raised. The kind of energy as Sam George, and they can't want them last year, and then Sam George Jajo, and they are scared. Everybody is scared. Young penny for me, see both NPP and NDC, they are scared. CPPO, PNCO, they are all scared to sign this bill. I'm telling you, because Yabo Asan Sabra for the past 68 or so years as a nation, Yabo Asan Sabra. Yamo ye bra yenti, ye sexuality. Adia, our imported religions, Islam, Christianity, enye ye culture now, so ya force ya atum say ye pe. enyi ntom yanka sanso ya som wana ya som ansa na kwasi broni eba arabofo eba ede islam som ene Christianity nso abre ye no crampon enyi ntom na so se ye be sign decided for 34 million people is true. We are scared. Now we saw say some two gay couples because Independence Square. A photo. It was on social media. Nothing happened to those people. The same people who were so vocal last year on this issue of LGBTQ+, they were quiet when those photos were trending. This is how far we have come as a nation. Now, if LGBT impo yentimi decide here, a day save you issue, and you bet me the NIC form as a sovereign nation and decide say this is our destiny, this is the two roads, and we want to use road B. A dear issue, and a beba Ghana penifo bet me the NIC form and decide say this is where we want to go. It's sad. Very sad. Deeply sad. America for decided they have no fear. UK for a decided they had no fear. Or my Ghana, ye decided ye penny for in their slow. And a Ghana for also their politics. And I will say sign, and I will say no one sign, and I will say I and a drew so, and I one sign, and I will say I oh there be a man for some penny Mahama, and I will say about your politics. Your sexuality, about your politics. We through, and I any yen nayant nasi. Nayen decided said there be yes sign. This will be the consequences. Into MIN sign NPP NDC. MIN sign na fan to baby. Because ni aye kweni ni aye dear. I don't think say will be I already say sa billing or besan in the assign china. Menkasapi. Aha. Ena Medemu Ibisibini, the chairman, Freemind. Enjoy the rest of your time, and I'll see you in my next video. Bakram.